Hello there, this is Xeon97 and welcome back to another Pokemon Yellow Challenge Run video. This one is going to be Gloom, and this run is actually very special. This solo challenge is dedicated to one of my Twitch mods and great friends, Blepnir, also known as the GBL on the Treadmill guy. You may know him from Twitch, or Twitter, or his Discord. You know, you may not even know him at all, but you're gonna know him after this run. Anyway, back on task now. My fun fact about Gloom is that I've never actually even used it before. I think the only time I've ever even used Vileplume was in Pokemon Stadium as a rental. But an even funner fun fact is that Gloom is Blepnir's favorite Pokemon, and that's why we're doing Gloom for this Pokemon Yellow solo run. And Gloom is, yeah, Gloom's a Pokemon, alright. So its base stat totals are very poor. Its HP is sitting at 60, attack at 65, defense at 70, and then special is its highest stat with 85, and then it has an absolutely miserable speed of 40. This is overall not a very good Pokemon. Thanks, Blepnir. And Gloom's level up moveset is not very good either. We will be starting with Absorb and Poison Powder, as well as Stun Spore, but we learn Poison Powder and Stun Spore again at level 15 and 17, and then we finally get a new move at level 19 with Sleep Powder, and then we'll finally learn our first attacking move of Acid at level 28. And then Petal Dance at level 38, and then Solar Beam at level 52. And Gloom's TM moveset is not very much better that it can learn in this generation. Takedown and Double Edge are both not good moves for a solo run. However, we do get Mega Drain that will be replacing Absorb, and we will have access to Mimic, and if Gloom were to reach level 100, we could utilize Double Team. We'll also have, of course, Bite in there for just a little bit of coverage early game. What is going to be our saving grace, though, is that Gloom can learn Swords Dance. It really sucks that it can't learn Body Slam, because it really would be fun to say Blepnir use Body Slam. At least we get Swords Dance. And with our longest intro ever aside, it's time to go shopping. We're just going to buy some basic items. We're actually not going to need antidotes on this one, so that will free up just a little bit of money. We're going to get our 1 Pokeball, and then we're going to get 2 Paralyze Heals, 1 Burn Heal, and then we're going to invest in 7 potions, leaving us with a mere $50 left. Really good buying, able to get a little bit of extra potions because we don't have to buy antidotes, but let's see what the catch trainer is. And if you see this, it's a Venusaur, and if you have flashbacks to how bad Venusaur was, maybe this is a little foreboding of what's to come with Gloom. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Uh-oh. 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 I want to say this now. Curse you, Blepnir. Picked, like, arguably the worst Pokemon. I can't even beat a Caterpie. Oh, good timing. I don't mean that, Blepnir. I'm kidding. Or am I? Never know. Oh, fuck! There's a second Caterpie! Oh, Chad, it's over. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on. He's poisoned. He might live. We're out of PP. Come on, Blepnir. You can win. Come on, Blepnir. No, you betrayed me. Now, do you actually like Gloom? That's the real question. I'm gonna actually have to train. On the plus side, we're gonna, like, breeze through Brock. Just hit level 28. Wait, we have to beat Erica to get Mega Drain. How are we gonna beat Erica? Blepnir grew to level 11! Yay! Well, hello there, and welcome back. So as you can see, past me was kind of having a mental breakdown. So Gloom is going to be kind of like Venusaur. As much as I just love to make that comparison, it's honestly true. We're going to just literally breeze through both Brock and Misty. Sadly though, most trainers are going to give us a hassle. If they don't have a Pokemon that's weak to either Absorb or Absorb, then we're kind of in a pickle. In early game, we're going to be in a lot of pickles. Most of the early game trainers are bug catchers, or have Pokemon that just wall the heck out of poor Blepnir. I feel so bad for Blepnir. Maybe it's because we forgot the Treadmill. And this single bug catcher is just one example of how bad this is. This one fight is already sped up at 4 times speed because we play at 4 times speed to make the game quicker. And I'm going to speed it up even more because it took 3 minutes at 4 times speed. So moving forward, until we get to Misty, I'm going to cut out most of these battles to save time, and only really leave in the funny ones, or if we just get completely destroyed. That one battle took all of our PP. We have PP dysfunction. Okay, I'm sorry, that was bad, I'm sorry. You have to use Sheer Cold sometimes too. Since when can a plant learn Sheer Cold? I take that over Absorb right now, though. You just had to say you have to bide your time, didn't you, Mikado? Man. It's going really good. We got good music. It's paralyzed. It's so hard that we could probably throw it at Saitama and knock him out. They never run out of PP, so... I'll edit this to like 500% speed and put coconut malt to it. That'll be a good YouTube highlight. Blepnir won. Pricey. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. And sadly, this is where we're going to get our second reset of the run. This battle would have taken way too long, and there is no way we would have been able to win it. I did save right before this, thankfully, so we didn't lose much time, but it's still extremely frustrating that I hit this trainer, so I just wanted to highlight it for that reason. Moving forward, for all the runs that I have not already finished, there will be Twitch chat on the stream, so that way you can see what I'm saying in chat, because this run had a lot of hilarious joking in it. This is gonna be real bad. We can't poison Grimer. That's good, actually. Almost a one-hit KO. But the problem is we can't use any items in battle. So our first battle with the Scientist went about as good as what I thought it was going to go. Sadly, it just comes to the situation that Gloom is hard countered by two of his Pokemon. We can't poison them, and they resist Absorb. So it makes it incredibly difficult for us to even do damage to them. In all actuality, Bide is going to be our main source of damage, and it's really rather annoying here because Bide gets disabled and it ends up costing us 2 turns. Nonetheless, Blepnir is extremely resilient and ends up taking up the win. This was really, really lucky for Blepnir, but, you know, it's Blepnir. He's always lucky. With Blepnir's luck on our side, I'm going to go ahead and let Past Me take over here. Oh! What? So after ensuring that we had enough PP left in order to actually beat Jesse and James, I went ahead and took them on. This battle is going to be just like the Scientist, and it's going to be extremely annoying. I swear, I love little Blepnir, but these Pokemon just wall him so badly. I did make one really bad error in this fight though. I wasted so many Bides on Ekans when I should have been just using Absorbs and only saved a few of them for Meowth to recover HP. The problem is that Ekans here loves to spam Wrap, and Wrap just does not give any damage back when you're using Bide. It's kind of like Fairy Attack, essentially. However, Blepnir does learn a good move during this. It learns Sleep Powder. And while we did not take advantage of Sleep Powder during Venusaur, as that was one of the restrictions, We are sure as hell gonna use it in this run. Sorry, Blepnir's just, we're on the struggle train right now, chat. And we really did struggle for PP in this battle. However, Blepnir was able to come out victorious, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. Chat, Blepnir did it. I don't know how, but Blepnir did it. And now it's time to transition to Misty's gym. Before we do that, though, I'm gonna play you a little something. Just remember it. Okay, so we should be fine on this without an issue. We should be fine and without an issue. Seeds to lose. And sometimes the great RNG gods of Pokemon giveth, and sometimes they taketh. That battle was so bad, I could not believe it. But Misty is honestly a cakewalk. Like, it's incredibly easy. Gloom does really good against the gym leaders, but the issue is that its beginning game is so frustrating and so difficult because so much walls it. And with being walled, it just doesn't have a moveset to deal with so many different types of Pokemon, which, yeah, hell's about to be unleashed here shortly. And this first rival battle will literally demonstrate just how much of a hell is coming up for the next half an hour. For this next half an hour, I'm actually going to just literally chop out all of the training and all of the trainer battles after the rival. The only thing I'm going to include is when Gloom is defeated and we take a reset, because just a warning, there are several. I also love this. I lost already. So come with me on this adventure and let's have some fun. Throw me a bone, please. Not that kind of bone. Nice peck peck. Come on, unleash. Thank you. The problem is that he lowered my defense. Nice. Okay, all we had to do was just get through that and we were good. Blepnir, no! Blepnir gets walled, dude. He gets walled. Alright, one Leer. That's better. So I'm just going to hop in here and say I have absolutely no idea what I did to have RNG align this well, but if we would not have won the battle on this one, we would have had to have probably kept going for another 15-20 minutes or just train. This was insane. I don't want to resort to sleep powder, but like in that situation, there's just no way we're going to win. Plain and simple. He would have had to have critical hit us twice, and we would have had to have survived. It's the only way we would have done enough damage. Kind of brutal. Oh dear God, it's a Zubat. my goodness. So it's finally time to talk about this trainer. This trainer is hell. This trainer is the rock meets hard place. It's an Oddish, which if you can see Oddish, it comes to the senses of, hey, it's just an Oddish, it's not that bad. Not this Oddish. This Oddish is not possible to be beaten. Even if we were to bide and hope that the opponent got critical hits every single time, it wouldn't be enough damage to knock it out because it heals and we don't have enough bide PP. We have to level up to level 28 and learn Acid. There's no way around it. I did actually record this playthrough before Scott did his playthrough of Gloom. I've always thought that was kind of funny. While I've been in the process of recording and editing this and other runs, Scott actually did a Gloom run, and I was curious to see how he handled this and see if there's anything I missed. There's nothing I missed. This Oddish is just impossible. Such pain. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out everything as well, and then I'll see you back here once we're level 28. We don't have a choice. We have to get up to level 28 and learn Acid. Okay, chat, here we go. It sucks we needed Acid for that. With that frustration behind us, it's time to take on Rival 3. Due to how high we had to level Gloom for the previous roadblock, this fight is a cakewalk, and it's time to jump over to take on Surge. Because of the struggles we're facing with Gloom, I decided to do something we normally wouldn't do in a solo run challenge, and battled every trainer inside of Surge's gym. The extra battles were able to take us up from level 30 to just under level 32. During these battles, the timer was still running, which was intended as the only time the timer stopped, is when we're searching for the 2 buttons to unlock the gate. If in any other runs we decide to fight the trainers as well for the extra experience, this rule will continue to apply. We'll cross the bridge of how to handle the timer if we run into a trainer, with the timer paused when that actually happens. With the magic of video editing, I'm going to jump to the fight with Surge, and see just how well Gloom can handle this shocking battle. Thanks, Surge. What? Look at Mikado's amazing speedrun history. Sailor Moon. Go into a random chat where someone's speedrunning Kingdom Hearts. You don't know how to run this game or series. So in case you don't know, Mikado, also known as Thinking Cat, is one of my good friends and also one of my Twitch mods. He is actually quite hilarious usually, and he'll make us laugh throughout the rest of these runs or anything that we're choosing to do, and it's pretty funny. I don't have the chat on screen right now. I'm going to, when I start rerunning these again, put it on screen so that people can see, because it does cause confusion when I'll do funny moments and everyone's like, we can't see Twitch chat. And it's just kind of like, oh, okay. Also, I want to give full disclosure. With this, ever since I've gotten sick, it has been really hard to keep up with everything, and I am so far behind. I have like 70 to 100 hours of videos that need edited, and scripts done and recording for them. And not just that, there's so much I really want to do. I don't want to make YouTube into a career, but I would like to do it for fun and potentially get something back for it. Every little bit would help. But I do want to get the stuff that I've worked really hard to get out done. So I am using an AI voice at certain parts of this, and it's just because it's really hard for me to talk for long periods of time. Ever since I just basically got over strep throat. Sorry, I'm losing my voice right now. A few weeks ago, and then right after getting the flu and COVID, it's been a lot. So at times you'll see the AI voice in there. I just, full disclosure with it, I'm not going to go full AI. I have no plans to do that. And I'm not going to use it for anything else, but, you know, occasionally doing scripts because it's really easy. Not doing that could take, 8 to 10 hours. If I just edit and I have the AI do it and I type the script, it's probably only about like 3 hours. So yeah, again, I will also be recording my voice. It's really hard on me right now. And we'll do this, see how it goes, and then maybe in a few months we'll go back to doing everything. But again, full disclosure, I don't plan on becoming an AI only streamer and just doing it to help with everything that's happened. But yeah, so going back to this is where we are gonna cut it, and I had to go in between days. I started this run late, and I was not expecting Gloom to get bodied as hard as it did, especially, by a little Oddish. So it's time to magically go to day number 2. I'm just going to literally leave everything else that was cut out up to this point in Celadon City because we literally breached through Rock Cave. You know, it's a plant. It's grass. What do you expect? It's Rock Cave. The scariest thing was the Slowpoke and we one-shot it.
Hey look, a new day means a new shirt. Now with Gloom having to overlevel for that one oddish, we are quite a bit higher than we usually would be. That will make the run a bit easier for right now, but it's about to start getting much harder. I also fixed the timer as the day before. We paused it to play a song for Dark Cave, we then picked up 3 carbos to help with Gloom's horrendous speed stat, because even at a higher level Gloom is just so slow.
I want Blepnir to be faster.
We're going to actually take a bit of a detour, compared to our normal solo run challenges, and venture into and complete a decent chunk of the Rocket Hideout inside of the game corner. Normally we would skip this outside of a rare candy and a PP max if needed, but we ended up fighting a few other trainers for experience and pick up several other items. All in all, this detour ended up taking just a little under 5 minutes, but it will be incredibly helpful for the late game.
I'm not going to. If we reset, then it's on me. Should not need to reset. Oh goodness. All that HP I healed for nothing. Nice critical. Blepnir knocking it out today.
Normally I would skip the Team Rocket encounter here and jump straight to our next stop. However, Blepnir ran into some trouble, and we ended up resetting to Jesse and James. Sadly, Blepnir was paralyzed, and with bad RNG, we ended up losing what should have been an easy fight. While this is incredibly frustrating, and now puts Blepnir at 14 resets. Sadly, there is nothing we could have done differently. Except, well, just getting lucky.
I love how it woke up after one time. Blepnir fainted, of course. And get Swords Dance. Nice, a good 5-turn sleep. Oh dear goodness, that did nothing. Pedal Dance is really good. Like, really, really good. Due to the extreme length of the Blepnir's run, because this run was incredibly lengthy, I'm just going to go ahead and rapid fire, as you can see right now, through Silphco. Because Gloom has a lot of disadvantages compared to its advantages, we ended up getting a lot of items here. So enjoy the music, and we're just going to go ahead and rapid fire them away. So chat, as I like to say when I'm streaming, we do need to have a conversation about this rival battle. This rival battle is the point where Gloom basically got hardwalled yet again, and I ended up having to reset on this 4 times. This is a very hard battle just because of the Pokemon that he has. Magneton can confuse us with Supersonic, Ninetales has Ember that's super effective, but the most scary one, Kadabra. Now, even if we're able to kill down Kadabra, Vaporeon has Ice Beam. I got my butt handed to me. I'm just going to go ahead and cut and show every single loss, and then we'll go from there.
Blepnir, don't go down. We need you. No, Blepnir! No! Dang it, man. Vaporeon came out and was like, I don't think I've ever lost. I've never lost to this rival, I don't think. I'm speed tied with Magneton. Wow. Ouch. Dude, Blepnir is just getting walled right now. Uh-oh. That's not good. This is a loss. This is a loss. Chat, one more time, and then Blepnir might have to go meet Erica. Absorb missed. Does Absorb have 100% accuracy? Bro, chat, that was a 1 in 256. Fuck this game, dude. That was a 1 in 256 chance to miss. Wow. Chat. We have an issue. It's bad. It's not that Blepnir's bad. It's just when Blepnir gets walled, it's a middle finger. Like, dang.
Since Blepnir isn't able to beat Rival 5 without amazing RNG, we're going to detour to Celadon City to fight Erica. Before we attempt that gym battle though, for the extra experience, we're going to sell our extra items to get some extra money for vitamins. I'm also going to show you why you should always save if you're not tracking your stats. This blunder could have led to losing a huge amount of our money in 2 important vitamins. When Blepnir needs every little bit we can give him, we can't afford to waste anything.
We saved before this just to be on the safe side. That's why we saved. So we've already got speed EVs or whatever, so we can only use 2.
With our shopping pit stop done, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the gym battle. Now, inside of Erica's gym, we did battle every single trainer, and the reason why we did this is because Blepnir drastically needs every little bit of experience that we can give him. He's now sitting at level 42, and even with the extra speed and the extra physical attack that we gave him, I'm still worried that we're going to get walled by the rival. But as you can see, Erica is very, very easy. Even with it not being very effective, we just tear through her team without a problem. That, my friends, is the power of Sword Stance. And with that, we've got the next badge, and Erica's defeated.
If we can just get past the rival, we'll be okay. I kind of did this to myself, though, by getting Vaporeon, which is arguably the worst one for me. Besides the fact that Jolteon has Pin Missile, Flareon would have been the best one. As weird as that sounds.
With the 2 extra levels that we got from completing Erica's gym, I thought we would be able to skim through the rival. However, it's still not going to happen. The issue is that we're faster than every single Pokemon except for Kadabra, and Kadabra just hits us for massive damage. We're not strong enough to knock out Vaporeon, and Vaporeon has a Aurora Beam. I'm just going to go ahead and cut every single time that we lost because we had to reroute this, and I really did believe that just pushing Blepnir up through the RNG would work, but there's not just RNG here, it's just we're not strong enough. Little Blepnir is trying, but Little Blepnir's just not strong enough yet. And Gloom was a very tiring run. I'm gonna go ahead and let you view what happened. This was my second 1 in 256 miss within like 10 minutes roughly. Maybe 15 or 20. But there was several of them this run.
No! No! Are you kidding me? What? What? That was a 1 in 256! We lost because of a 256! That's the second one in like 10 minutes! Can I go buy a lottery ticket?
This was incredibly frustrating, and Gloom was just breaking me. So I got the RNG I needed on the next run after, and Vaporeon survived with 1 HP. I could not make this crap up if I tried.
No! It survives with... Oh my goodness! Ah! Yes.
At this point, I was beginning to get desperate. We actually had to leave Silphco because I just could not continue to justify not only the time loss, but the resets on trying to push through the rival battle when it was completely RNG. Gloom could win, but Blepnir needed that RNG, and at the end of it all, wasting time just hoping to get lucky is not beneficial. It's better to take a time loss, go get experience and level up, and then come back and have a guaranteed win. So we went ahead and we beat everything out in this gym, and then we ended up getting Hitmonlee. It only got us about 1.5 levels, but we need the experience.
This probably still is not the best idea, but we really got to stop wasting our candies. So, I mean, we just got to do what we got to do and hope for the best.
So like Passion said, we got to do what we got to do, and we got to hope for the best. This is not an optimal strategy for Gloom at all, but the only real way we can get experience from here, besides fighting random trainers, which is just going to make us lose more time overall, is just to go back and fight Koga's gym. Again, it's not optimal, but Blepnir needs all the levels that he can get so that we can get through Rival 5. It's actually hilarious because usually Rival 5 is a pretty straightforward fight because you're so over-leveled, but this Rival 5 is just giving us the middle finger and won't let us go through.
I'm really low on items. I'm going to have to go buy more items.
I swear, Passion is like psychic. So the battles that we're taking is indeed hurting us more than it's helping us. It's a razor's edge on a double blade sword. So the money will never be the issue, but the issue will be that we need those items and then we have to go buy them. So we're losing more time. Even though we have to go through these trainers, we're taking so many optimally. The point of this is to kind of be like a speed run. We want to try to get through it as soon as possible, or better yet, as quickly as possible. But Blepnir just isn't quick. He has the legs of a professional bodybuilder, but little Blepnir just can't really do anything with it. He doesn't have the arms. He's got sword stands for the badge boost, but all he's got is the treadmill. Poor Blepnir.
4,192 experience. So this is kind of bad because we set up the badge boost, then might lose it. Yeah, no, we'll be okay. Good. Now, Venomoth could still kill us. That's the issue. Next attack. Thanks for the win, Koga. So much.
With Koga successfully defeated and a few extra levels gained, it's trying to go give Rival 5 one more go. I'm a little bit more confident because we've been able to get Blepnir up to level 48, but we're just going to have to wait and see how it goes. Of course, we're going to use Sword Stance because we want to set up the badge boost glitch and also increase Acid's power. Overall, we really need this sword boost glitch because it's going to raise up all of our stats that we have the corresponding bats for. So I'm going to go ahead and let Passion take it over from here.
Nice, we're faster than Ninetales. Oh no, critical hit! Dang it, man! Hey, we're faster than Kadabra? Apparently that's all that it took. Blepnir. You did it. You just had to be over-leveled.
After defeating the rival, we're going to go ahead and just cut straight into Safari Zone, where we are able to catch this Kangaskhan. Now, I did tell Blepnir that if we did run into one, I would attempt to catch it, and as you can see, we caught it on one ball. Now, the reason why I'm cutting everything else out is because there's really no need for it. Blepnir is such a high level that it doesn't even matter. The only reason that we were stuck with Rival 5 is because of Kadabra and Vaporeon hard countering Blepnir. But we're going to go ahead and have a little fun and jump to the next part of the run.
We're going to try Blaine once, and we're going to see how it goes. This is going to be probably the hardest battle besides Agatha. So yeah, here we go, chat. Let's wish me luck. That's not good. I'm gonna cut that out during editing. No one deserves to see that.
So my original plan was to actually cut that out during editing, but it was pretty funny, so we're just going to go ahead and leave it in. And when I said fun, I was being completely sarcastic. Blepnir is an amazing Pokemon, just, you know, not really in certain runs by itself. The issue is that when it gets hard countered, and I know I've said this plenty of times this run, it gets hard countered. And Blaine is literally just that. I prophesized that Blaine was going to be the hardest battle for us in this entire run, because I did not think that Rival 5 would take as long as it did. I'd probably put it as a tie between this and Agatha, and then Rival 5. But we'll get to Agatha when we get to her soon. So, what we're going to have to do from here forward is, we're going to have to delete and fight every single trainer inside of Blaine's gym. And then, we're going to go back into the mansion and fight all of the trainers. This video is the longest one in a solo Pokemon run that I have done. It is longer than some of them put together 2 or 3 times over. So I am going to cut through and let you see all the losses against Blaine, and then I may go over at the end what we had to do, because this took a lot of trial and error. This was not a free fight. It was definitely less wipes than Rival 5, but there was a lot of luck that went into this victory.
Come on, Blepnir, please. Blepnir, why? Blepnir, why? Did you just give up that time? Just gave up. Come on, please. Please, Blepnir. Alright, so 3 is enough to one-shot. I can one-shot Rapidash. Can't one-shot Arcanine, though. Oh, dang it. Done. Critical hit. Wait. We did it! Oh, yes! RNG was on our side.
So now we're going to jump back over to Sabrina. Now, Blaine is a controversial subject in this run because we did entirely win because of that RNG miss. But with how many times Blepnir got screwed over with a 1 in 256 chance win, I'm okay with that. I'm so okay with it that we're still talking about it into the Sabrina split. Now, I decided to skip Sabrina because she is level 50 with a Kadabra and Alakazam, but as you can see, we pretty much annihilate her. And then Psywave is just an RNG move, and we got the lucky low roll, and then poof, just like that, we're able to defeat Sabrina. So now it's time to move on to Giovanni. And wow, look at that, we are at Giovanni already. Now, inside of Giovanni's gym, I did decide to, again, beat all of the trainers. My hypothesis for this was that with how steep the level curve is going to come up to the Elite Four, and the fact that we have Agatha to beat, Lorelei to beat, who has nothing but ice moves, and we have Lance to defeat, and then we have to defeat the rival? Yeah, I really foresaw this run being difficult. I wasn't really that worried about Giovanni. The only ones that really worried me were Persian potentially getting a critical hit, and then maybe Nidoqueen with Body Slam. But overall, this went really good. Blepnir has really decent stats, and we can just use Mega Drain. Now, the only problem is that we did level up during this fight, which reset the badge boost glitch, so we had to reset that back up a little bit more to be able to get the max stats. But as soon as Rhydon came out, we of course just one-shot it, and just like that, the Earth badge is ours. Going into this battle, I was a little bit worried that we were going to get steamrolled on it, just like we had the last rival battle. The only little bit that was calming to me was that we did have quite a big level difference between the rivals' Pokemon and ours, just because we had leveled up so much. Now, this is where this does get a little bit complicated, and you will see that Vaporeon is a freaking tank. Now, the issue here is kind of that our badge boost glitch did reset because we leveled up at level 59, but we were still able to one-shot Kadabra. The only issue came from Vaporeon, and then for some reason, Vaporeon just proceeded to go ahead and use Haze 2 turns in a row. This could have actually been a reset, but Vaporeon literally just gave us the win here. Now, I mean, I guess maybe it's a little bit more rewarding to have that after getting your butt handed to you so many times, but hey, I'm not complaining one little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and jump straight back to taking on Lorelei. Usually I would include the vitamin buying portion and maybe a little bit of Victory Road, but we actually skipped all the trainers there. My thought process is that we should be able to knock out a few Lorelei Pokemon without any issue. Same thing with Bruno, so if we did have to reset, I would just go from there. The only one that I was really a little bit worried about was Agatha, just because of all the trauma that we had with Venusaur. So that 7 minutes is about cut out. This is already a long enough video as it is. You can see this has been going on for almost 3 hours at triple speed, but it's time for Lorelei. Going into this battle, my main focus was going to be to get up as many sword stance as we could, as fast as we could. Dugong always has that chance to put itself to sleep with rest, so it's always the best time to set up. Once we were triple set up, I went ahead and went straight and used Mega Drain to get a little bit of HP back, and then just went straight to town on Acid. Now, again, all of our Pokemon do have Ice moves, but this is a relatively straightforward and pretty easy fight. We got actually really lucky in it too, because we were able to pretty much steamroll through her, alternating between Mega Drain and Acid. Now, I really wish that we could have used Petal Dance here, but the issue comes down to the fact that Petal Dance has recoil, and it could just go backwards. And then you could see just how close Blizzard came to killing us, but we were able to first try a Lorelei. I'm really happy with that. Next up on Blepnir's Trail of Destruction is Bruno. Going into Bruno, I had absolutely no worry with Gloom. All we have to do is set up, and then we can pretty much just Mega Drain and Acid, just like we did. The only thing is that 2 of his 5 Pokemon are weak to us. It's a little bit frustrating because Onyx decides to be a little butthole and go underground, so it does delay it a turn. But after that, it's pretty much a straightforward battle. I'm just going to go ahead and let Bastion play the rest of it out.
I forgot to get Mimic. Nice, we leveled up before Agatha. That's really good, actually. Bro, Gloom could one-shot the Elite Four. That'd be awesome.
So yeah, we need to have a talk, chat. If you know that little thing that I like to do, going to make fun of Bastion with foreshadowing, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and let this first attempt play out, because this first attempt was really, really good. And then we're just going to cut to the winning attempt with a little bit of music. And you can see just, yeah, you can see how just how bad Agatha went. Like, I can't even call her Erica as the meme right now. It went downhill. But yeah, we'll let this play out, and then we'll cut to the rest of them.
Okay, we two-shot. I got very cocky there, and I should not have. Oh no. Critical hits. Come on, man. Very, very bad. Bro, I was confused. I don't remember being confused, but okay. It's a reset. RNG just said nope. Just gets completely walled. But Blepnir pulled through and proved me wrong. Here we go.
I am genuinely surprised that we were actually able to beat Agatha with that few resets. That very last battle, we got incredibly lucky. Not only did it decide to use Dream Eater turn 1, but then it decided to use Hypnosis, and that also missed. I only had to reset 4 total times to Agatha.
I should have used
but
Mega
if that
Drain.
battle
got
went
back
any
all
other
my
differently,
HP.
it could have been 10, it could have been 15, or it could have even been 20. We just didn't have the power, and if it would have gone on, I probably would have just given up and restarted and leveled up. But now we come to the true wall of the Elite Four, and I actually did not think this was going to be the true wall. With our next Pokemon Solo Run Challenge, it will be a true wall. But as you can see, there's reset number 1, and we're just going to go ahead and cut right through them, and so you can see all the losses. Because, yeah, we got our butt kicked a few times.
Critical hit. Come on! Fuck this fucking game! God damn! Fuck! You got burned. You got critical hit. You got critical hit again. Like, damn. We got through Agatha, which should have been the hardest one, and now Lance is just like, nope. Swear to God if you crit. We win. Good job, Blepnir.
So yeah, that was a wild ride. We lost to the champion 5 times, and every single time was because of bad RNG. It was either because of a burn or a critical hit. I have never... Okay, I can't even take that joke anymore. That was some really bad luck for poor Blepnir. But now it's time for the champion.
Alright. You won.
So in case you did not see from the worry on my face, I was incredibly scared that Vaporeon was going to get a critical hit on Blepnir, which would have resulted in killing us. You can see how much damage it did with a 6 times boost using the badge boost. That was an incredibly scary rival battle, but the RNG was where it needed to be. And overall, I'm really happy. We literally steam plowed through him, which I did not expect. I expected a reset or 2 on it, to be honest. And Gloom comes in with a time of 10 hours and 19 minutes game time, compared to 3 hours and 6 minutes of real time. This is the longest run I've done, but it's not the most resets. You might see that next run, or maybe the one after, but there's another one coming up shortly after that. Blepnir, though, was the most tiring one I've had, and I would have to say, genuinely, the most unlucky run I've had. But with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and hey, I'm trying to get back on track. Give me some time. I've got a lot more to put out there. And again, be good people. Take care. Bye, everyone.